take a little drone video today of what we're doing here. Kind of look at what the boys have done so far. I shouldn't say we, they've done it all. So they're over here right now, just picking up some big stuff that they brought up with the farm tractor and the ripper, stuff they couldn't get. So I think Jake's got a pile of rocks here that he's cleaned up. He's got to get loaded in mat. Wind's blowing pretty stiff this morning, so I'm having some trouble controlling the drone, and then it probably doesn't help that there's a massive bunch of power lines and a substation over here. I think when I get away from that, things will work. And then they just put up a brand new tower, communications tower over there. I don't know what it is, but so the boys have this one done next to the road. They've got this one. They've got the one here on the left side of my pickup, and then they've come over to the right this far. The rest of this, it could all be cleaned up. These places in the heavy sagebrush and that still have a lot of large doleys in them. But for right now, the renter wants us to clean it off straight through here to match what we've already done, so the wheel lines can go through and they can farm all this. Now this right ahead of me, that is loaded with rocks, but as soon as you get up here to the right, they could go right. There's no rocks up there. You can see the white rocks sticking out of the ground. So it's just a swath through here from where they're farming up to the right that they've got a mess. But everything on over here to the fence line is all easily, I think, farmable. All you got to do is just tear into it and go to town. And then they've also got that one cleaned up right there. That one's done. And then they did this one over by the road, and this was hand-picked rock that they had pulled out of the field and piled it there. And Jake said he hauled off 10 truckloads out of here. 10. So a lot of material in this one that they cleaned up. And it rained, so they made some wicked tracks in here, which it just couldn't be avoided. So there's going to be some tillage work to try to break that up. So this is what's left. And I think this would probably take several more days to finish. We'll have to see what the customer wants to do. Like this right here, this is just loaded with rocks in here. I've walked out through this. So I'm driving around through here, and all of a sudden I feel this clunk, so I just stopped and got out, and my front axle kind of bumped over the top of that. Got to be careful out here driving around. There's some doozy rocks, and it's pretty good sized stuff, and so we just have to paw through it and take off what's on top, and then they'd have to rip through it. And the reason you can't just tear into it and turn it upside down is that the soil underneath this is not good soil. It's got a high alkaline content to it, doesn't grow stuff. But the topsoil on the top is very good, so that's why you just want to take what's on top off and then rip through and take the rest. You don't want to be digging deep down in it and turning it upside down, so we have to be careful that way. I can hear them dumping rocks in that truck clear from here.
Oh, I must have had rocks in my head when I believed anything that you said. Like a puppy, I rolled over and played dead. Oh, I must have had rocks in my head. Many nights I've waited up till 12 o'clock. But that's all over now, my waiting's gonna stop. I'll get dressed up and I'll go out on the town. And while I live it up, then you can live it down. Oh, I must have had rocks in my head when I believed anything that you said. Like a puppy, I rolled over and played dead. Oh, I must have had rocks in my head. Well, I'm tired of talking to the walls, tired of waiting all alone for you to call. So when you see me dancing with a brand new girl, then you'll know that I've got a brand new world. Oh, I must have had rocks in my head when I believed anything that you said. Like a puppy, I rolled over and played dead. Oh, I must have had rocks in my head. Yes, I must have had rocks in my head.
Okay, the boys are done over here. They've moved out. They've started to come in with some equipment and work the ground. There's the first rock pile that I believe Jake cleaned up. As you can see, I'm up here on the hill in the pickup. This up here is hand-picked stuff. If they just went through it with some tillage equipment, that would clean up pretty easily, except for right in here on this point. There seems to be a lot of stuff through there, but for the money that was budgeted to do this, this is as far as we could get. So don't know how many acres in total they cleaned up. I haven't measured it, but it's made a significant dent in it, and it's opened it up quite a bit, so they don't have to go around all these rock piles anymore. She's blowing pretty hard today, so drone doesn't really want to stay where it should. Technically, I shouldn't be flying it because it's blowing over 20 miles an hour, but I just do it anyway because I'm that kind of guy. So they've been disking this over there, and you see it's cleaning up pretty well. Looks pretty good once they get all the sod and everything chopped up. And then let's take a quick buzz over here, if I can make it over here and back, at where they dumped the rock, and look at the amount of rock that's come out of this place. And there's still more that could come out of it. So this first rock pile right here is where the hand-picked stuff and what they put in that tractor loader is going. And then over here is all the stuff the boys have dumped with the Buzz and Dozen. All the bigger stuff. And these kind of rock piles are everywhere, all over here, on farms and stuff, from 50, 60 years of picking up rocks. It seems like they never go away in places. You just continually bringing them up. They seem to grow. But anyway, that's quite a few lava rocks. Now, somebody asked me if you can't crush these. Yes, you can. Does make good road base, but it's no good to drive on. And the reason is it's very sharp and abrasive. But if you crushed it up like 2-inch minus and put it down as sub base and then put some pit run gravel or crushed over it, makes an excellent supportive base. So I'm pretty sure this whole piece of ground through here is a 320. So it'd be a mile from east to west and half a mile from north south. So that section out in there probably will never be farmed because they don't have enough water. The other stuff out here along the fence line, yeah, that can all be cleaned up, and they'll probably pick up, if they cleaned all that up in there, I'm gonna guess 4 acres, 3 to 4 acres in there. So people wonder why in the world farmers do this. Well, it's the cheapest ground you're ever going to find. Real estate here now, farm ground, is quite expensive. And so if you can clean up this ground and you've already got the water and all the infrastructure there to farm it, and you can clean it up for $3,000 to $4,000 an acre. Some of the really expensive stuff we've done can go as high as $5,000 and $6,000, but the price of good ground, can be double that. So you're watering it already, you're getting fertilizer on it, it grows weeds on it, spreads weeds all over. So we just clean it up and recover it so it's farmable. Hey, good morning everybody. Got a box full of stuff going out and a pile on the porch. I appreciate your support. Got boxes going out to Doug Hall from Westerville, Ohio. Thank you, Doug. John Lewis from Marianna, Arizona. Jim Dorman from Long Lane, Missouri. Shan Tija from North Platte, Nebraska. John Ford from Stark, Florida. Chris Buzard from Santa Maria, California. Tim Edner from La Vista, Nebraska. Robert Muntz from Pennsville, New Jersey. And Brad Bartlett from Abilene, Texas. Brad, is it true that Abilene is the prettiest town I've ever seen and women there will treat you mean in Abilene? Keith Hartman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Christian Jacobson from Fitchburg, Wisconsin. Terry Kendall from Old Lodi, California, Lodi. And William Chapman from Palmer, Alaska. Go north to Alaska. Go north. The schnabels are gone. Thanks, William. This is interesting. So it's cheaper to send a package to Palmer, Alaska and to Florida than it is to send one to New Jersey. Even the postman is scared of New Jersey, I guess. Anyway, you guys have an awesome day.
It's alright, it's alright. You know I love this life I lead.